Well, here we go through the American West. Stanley King here, Stanley King Production. This is something a little different for me. Every once in a while, the guys will drag me out on the dual sport machines. Today we're in southern Utah. John Gurr and Christian are on Husqvarna 701s, and I'm on my Husqvarna 501. This is a big bike ride for me. Normally I'm on a KTM 300 doing single track, but John picked out just a gorgeous loop for us to ride all over southern Utah. He had us up starting about 8,000 feet. I think we got up to about 10. Nice route, man.
Huh?
Nice route.
Nice route, huh?
Gorgeous. Look at that view. Is that not crazy? That's looking up off the mountains down. There's Christian and John. Just gorgeous scenery around this area. It's above Cedar City, kind of near Zion. We left the town of Duck Creek, and then John brought us all over the place, almost down to Parowan off the top of the mountains. He brought us over here to, that's called Cedar Breaks. Brought us up through this pass and down into the beautiful lake town of Panguitch. Just gorgeous. There's trails that crisscross this whole area. He had everything mapped out on Gaia, and man, he did a nice job just lacing it all together for us. Little rocky, little tricky in some spots, higher speed in others. The snow definitely had not melted yet. Look at that view. Is that not gorgeous? I mean, the sky was just so blue. You're up so high, and the air temperature was perfect. There we go. There goes John Gurr down the trail. So it's hard to keep up with this guy. He's kind of a dual sport road master, and he loves that 701. He likes to just twist on the throttle and go. Christian and I were trying to keep up. Christian could do it. I don't know, from time to time I could as well, but man, those 701s, those are big bikes. Very cool. We were just trucking through the aspen trees, and we got into the lava fields, but these aspens and these high elevation lakes, streams we had to go through, it's just gorgeous. And then as well, John brought us through, there's cinder cones up here, so this is all lava. So this is all lava flow from, I guess it's from 800 years ago. I believe it's called the Panguitch flow. I'm not positive about that. But riding through pretty fresh lava, big rocks like that's pretty hard. But man, this area had been devastated by bark beetles due to the drought a few years back, and then they had a huge fire. The one nice thing about the fire going through, you could see all the red rocks that were hiding behind the trees. I mean, you rode up these trails and you're looking left, you're looking right, you're looking at the streams, and the scenery is just mind-blowing. If you get a chance and you're a dual sport guy, or you just want to go on a dirt bike road ride, look at those rocks that fell down right there. That's just crazy. Fell off from those beautiful hoodoos up there. But if you get a chance and you really want to go on a spectacular ride, Cedar City's just north of St. George. It's probably, I think it's 3 hours south of Salt Lake City. But this area, you're up nice and high. There's not a ton of people. Right there, it's like I said it, Sound of Music. That's what I thought a whole bunch of times. I thought, this is the Sound of Music. Beautiful trout streams everywhere that you go. Beautiful lakes filled with trout. Gorgeous for camping, gorgeous for riding. Really nice trails. Yeah, John, man, he brought us through some of this stuff, and up here I went ahead. I didn't know what to expect. I almost submarined my bike right here. Watch this. Boom! That shocked me. I couldn't believe how deep that was. I know it was only probably 1.5 feet, but I was not expecting that. I thought the water was like 4 inches deep. But he got us up the top here of Cedar Breaks, brought us through this gorgeous alpine forest. This in the wintertime, there's a ski resort up here called Bryan that's open in the summer. They have a mountain bike park as well, which is really cool. But today was dirt bike day. So we had done mountain bikes the day before, and we ended up doing them the day after as well. And this area is just a stone's throw to Bryce Canyon, Zion. Gorgeous. Kanab is close by. Parowan, petroglyphs are there as well. And man, it just up and over the top. Sometimes it got a little chilly, but this is the kind of stuff you'd see. You'd get on the road a little bit, boom, there's animals all over the road. I don't know how many deer we saw. We saw elk as well. Here we go again through the lava fields. Look at John on that 701. He's just tearing it up. He loves it. I was jiggling around. My hands were getting tight. I'm holding on. And, you know, you're not supposed to hold on super tight, but you just couldn't help it. And every once in a while, we had to hit these connector trails. Really cool how they just wove through the forest. And, you know, all of a sudden, boom, out would pop a deer or an elk. I think there was another one we saw was an antelope or something like that. Really awesome to see the wildlife up here. Gorgeous. But yeah, man, we rode, like I said, 120 miles, and we were trucking. We did not stop. And then we had a really great lunch in Panguitch. Panguitch is a spot I think everybody needs to see. I've gone fishing there before, and you pull out 17-inch browns and just beautiful trout. Just such a great area of southern Utah. Yeah, look at this. It's just wild how gorgeous the whole area is. So again, I'm not a huge dual sporter. I love riding single track, but roads like this and views like this, how do you go wrong? And on this kind of trail here, it just got so nice and flowy, and John was either right behind me or right next to me, and Christian was right there too, and we just got in a groove. They were kind of fourth and fifth gear roads, and you just pinned it. As long as there wasn't that mud. That was the thing that kind of freaked me out, because the snow had been still melting, and there was a lot of water on the ground. So it'd be dry for a second, and all of a sudden you'd see mud again. But, you know, just cruising through the forest, the wind's blowing, it was nice and cool. Just such a great experience going on this ride. We were able to hit that water crossing a couple times, you know, once one way, once the other way. But these roads were, you know, like I said, you just start cruising and you just didn't want to stop. And I'd go like 6-7 miles before I'd take a pause and look back, make sure everybody was there. And of course they were. These guys are strong riders. But, you know, you're cruising through the forest and you're keeping your eyes open too, because all of a sudden those deer will pop out and then they'll run one way and run the other way. And it's memories like these, good friends like this, that make life so enjoyable. Such a positive experience. I love riding dirt bikes and love hanging out with my buddies, and you know, it makes all the hard work in life worth it when you're able to just really enjoy it and get out there. Alright guys, well, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. You'll see I do all kinds of videos, not just dual sport, but single track and travel videos, mountain bike videos. Very, very cool. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap it up here. Ride's just about done. God, look at those views. Just gorgeous. All right, guys, take it easy. We'll see you out on the trail.
Right, buddy. That was a great ride. It's fucking awesome. All right, dude. That was fucking awesome. Loved it.